Hello friends, Namaskaram. In this video we are going to talk about the aims, objectives and misconceptions about the yoga. Let's look at the aim of the yoga. The aim of the yoga is self-realization. In that we overcome all kinds of sufferings leading to the state of liberation, which is also called as a moksha, or freedom, which is called as a kaivalya. So, some yoga masters have described the ultimate goal of yoga as achieving a higher state of being. So, you might have heard that, like a word moksha, right? Which means nirvana or liberation from the worldly suffering and cycle of the rebirth and reincarnation, which leads to the enlightened relationship with the Creator. So in these moksha we get rid of all the sufferings, and we also get liberated from the cycle of the birth and death, which is also called as a reincarnation and rebirth, and we got ultimately in the enlightened state with the Creator. So that is the ultimate aim of the yoga. Now, the yoga word itself means that to join or unite, right? We saw in our previous video as well, yoga came from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means unite or join. Now, it implies the joining or integrating all aspects of the individual body with the mind and mind with the soul, right? So, first we get integrated our body with the mind, and then we integrate our mind with the soul. Now, the yoga education helps in self-discipline and self-control, leading to immense amount of awareness, concentration, and higher level of the consciousness. So these are briefly the objectives of the yoga, which are, we have 5 objectives of the yoga, total 5 objectives, right? So the first one is to enable the student to have a good health, right? Now practice the mental hygiene, to possess emotional stability, to integrate moral values, and to attain higher level of consciousness. So these are the 5 objectives of the yoga, right? Now we will also look into the misconceptions of the yoga. These are not the reality, these are just misconceptions. So some people believe that yoga is equal to yogasanas, so it is just a form of exercise, but that is not the case, right? Asana is just only a one stage of the yoga. Ashtanga yoga is asana is only a one stage of the yoga. Now some people also believe that yoga is a religious practice, but it is not a religious practice. Yoga is a really 100% scientific practice. It's not just a religious practice, okay? Now, only another misconception is only flexible people and those with a certain body type can perform the yogasanas. That is also not reality. We have seen some fat people, right, who has a heavy weight, still they manage to do some yogasanas, whatever they can perform. And yeah, it's difficult for them to practice all the asanas, but it is not also required. You should not worry about if you cannot perform certain asanas. You can also perform some other asanas which are fine for your body, right? And there is also another misconception that older people cannot do the yoga. No, it's not like that. At any stage of your life you can start performing yoga. Now another misconception is yoga takes a lot of time to practice. No, but it is not like that. You can always start with a small amount of time, right? Maybe few minutes or hour a day, and then start practicing a yoga, and slowly with the perseverance you can reach at the higher level for sure, right? You can exercise the yoga benefits in your life by understanding yoga completely. No, you don't need to understand yoga completely. You can always understand the first stage of your yoga and then start practicing it, then understand the second stage and then start practicing it. By that, it takes time to reach the highest stage of the yoga, which is a samadhi, right? Very few people have reached there. but we all can start the journey, right, from the first stage, and then keep the goal of the highest stage in our mind, and by looking into that goal we can always do the practice, right? Now another misconception is yoga is physically demanding. No, it's not physically demanding. And then another misconception is you shouldn't do yoga during pregnancy. So that is also a misconception. It is not reality. There are few yogas which are fine, and you can perform during the pregnancy. However, advice of a licensed yoga teacher is required, and also a physician and doctor is required. Advice of a physician and a doctor is required during the pregnancy, right? Okay, thank you.